But when Leeds faced Derby, it was the fighting on the pitch that the cameras came to capture.
Cherry! It was won by Todd, who's now got through to his right. Number 11 is George. Good effort, and Gemmell has equalised for Derby. Leeds have got 4 back now. And Lee goes down, and a penalty given against Norman Hunter. Hunter protests, but the referee had no doubt at all to put Derby County 2-1 ahead. So a corner to Leeds, who still trail 2-1. Here's Bremner. Gray. McKenzie! 2 each.
2 goals all, and the tension is too much for former England roommates Franny Lee and Norman Hunter.
Good try, and Harvey at full stretch. And a fight going off the ball between Hunter and Lee. The fists were flying, and that's been brewing for quite some time. And still, the Leeds players trying to keep them apart. And the book is still out. And I'm wondering if he sent them off, because they're wandering away to the far side of the field. And it looks to me as if it's broken out again. It's broken out again, and now this time a complete free-for-all. Lee and Hunter were walking across to the far side, and it all started all over again. And I'm sure they must have been sent off this time anyway. Gordon Guthrie taking Lee away. And the referee still trying to sort it all out. Lee being led away by Dave Mackay on the left, the manager of Derby, and Hunter's going as well. And whether or not they were sent off the first time, they're certainly off the second. Davis. It's a good run by Davis, and what a superb goal!
The FA took strict action against Franny Lee, but Hunter was let off scot-free.
Do one on the steps for us, Norm, please.
I've just got a very fair hearing, and I've got banned for 4 games and fined £250.
What happened to Norman?
I don't know. I'm not a clue.
Could I ask you what your feelings are about Norman? I mean, now it's all over.
I'd rather not say anything, thank you. Norman threw a punch at me when I wasn't looking, and the referee sent us both off for fighting. I shouldn't have got sent off. I honestly shouldn't have got sent off, because I never threw any punches or anything like that. So I was so frustrated I got my lips split and I got sent off for something, you know, it was really Norman's fault. So I just lost my temper as I was walking off, and I think it was just a bit of pent-up emotion over the years, so we let fly at one another.
Back in the league, QPR were lurking in the leading pack as they met Stoke at Loftus Road.
Leach. Almost came to Masson, it will now. Oh, good effort and a good goal. Don Masson, the scorer. Back by Pajic for Robertson. That's a good cross. Moores is there, and that's in. Tremendous start to the second half for Stoke, with Rangers barely getting a touch. Law waiting, and outside him there's Moores. They're both coming in now. Parks out, and not making it. Bloor. The second time that Alan Bloor has cashed in on an error by Phil Parks. Well laid off by young Nutt. That's Masson out to Thomas. Bowles in the middle, and Hollins. And Clement at the far post. There's Clement. He's got it. This is Bowles. Hazelgrave goes hurtling in, taking Bowles with him. Young supporter decided to get on with things and place the ball for the free kick. And it could be the last chance to win it. Webb! Webb! Yes! Yes, he's got it! What a finish! David Webb!
While QPR were playing to their full potential, Stan Bowles was certainly living up to his reputation, as Captain Jerry Francis recalls.
We were sitting down eating our lunch at the table, and there was a knock at the door, and his wife at the time was going to answer the door, and it was the bailiffs. And they'd come in and they'd taken the table we were eating on, the chairs we were sitting on, and the television we were watching. So after they'd left the door and the door was open, you looked round, there was our plates of food still on the carpet floor. So that was life with Stan, really.
Liverpool, of course, tolerated no such distractions, as they moved up a gear to face Man United, who had slipped to 5th in the table.
There's Callaghan. Ball going on. Troszak is in the middle. And Roach loses it! And Highway scores! And Keegan is onside. Roach to meet him. Troszak! Much appreciated by supporters on the Kop. Highway just behind him. For Phil Thompson we just saw at the edge of the area. Troszak. Keegan! Yes, it's in! Kelly Keegan's first goal for 10 matches. He hasn't scored since September the 20th. But it's the goal which has surely decided this match.
The FA were horrified by an outbreak of free love on the field and instructed referees to break up the kissing and cuddling.
With your cute little way, will you promise that you'll say your kisses for me? Save all your kisses for me. Bye-bye, baby, bye-bye.
Manchester United are still in the title picture as they entertain Burnley at Old Trafford as the season enters December.
Skill this time from Koppel. This is Daly. Forsyth showing his skill too. Hit the post. McElroy. McElroy. Macari. The Stretford end rejoices, and Macari shows how to take a half chance.
Liverpool met QPR, with revenge and a place at the top at stake.
Now Cormac with Tommy Smith outside if he wants it. Troszak coming in. Liverpool's top scorer strikes again. They can't stop Troszak this season. This is Francis. Thomas. Oh, well played by Smith to Highway. Troszak the only other player up, and he's way over on the left. Still Highway. Oh, Thomas. It's a goal by Thomas. Penalty. David Thomas hangs his head because with that challenge he may have sealed the match for Liverpool. So Phil Neal and Phil Parks, the goalkeeper, being spoken to there by Clement, who may have some idea about where Phil Neal might place his kick. Phil Neal, who scored from the spot twice against Arsenal recently. But this is a very, very vital kick. Two goals to nil, and that might be a very important penalty by the end of the season. No wonder Phil Neal looks delighted, and so do the Kop.
At the end of December,